Armor the Second. In progress. Zero point 3.0 of Armored Commander 2. 1 1/3 Armored Commander. Development build has bugs and incomplete features. Recently thought of Armored Commander, mentioned Armored Commander, then checked on Armored Commander, and hey, a build had just been released. Just recently. Let's go for a drive. Where, for the moment, the test environment is Poland of 39. Either as Germany, as Poland, or as the Soviet Union. Let's go for a drive. Where to reintroduce, and also let me just adjust that volume down a little farther, just a smidge. Some very strong, meaty drums. So, this is a tank-driving roguelike, where you tank about a battlefield, commanding your crew, fighting things. Armored Commander 1 was set in the invasion of France, the liberation of France, and so was mostly, entirely, Shermans fighting late war German vehicles. Sherman and its many, many variants. Armor 2 has been a bit more ambitious in what it would like to do. It's going to cover a lot of vehicles and a lot of situations. So for the test environment, here in the early war, it's a bunch of tiny baby light tanks and tankettes skirmishing about with their up to 47mm guns. My god, look at that. Look at that Vickers. Yeah, so for Poland our choices are extremely fast, but not at all armored tankette. Heavily armed and adequately armored Vickers 6-ton Marquis. Or slightly less unarmored and mediocrely armed 7TP. Where at this point in time, 37mm gun was very normal for mobile things. 40 is a noticeably big gun. Let's ride. So the core structure of the game is that your campaign is made of a series of combat days, where each day you show up at a randomly assembled slice of battlefield. Your goal is to spend your daylight hours maneuvering around, capturing territory, engaging the enemy, and hopefully not getting blown up. To help facilitate that, we could have air support. We don't for purposes of this campaign, but that's supporting fire that you can call in. We have plenty of artillery somewhere ready to help. A couple of these tabs don't do anything yet. And we can request resupply at the cost of half an hour of waiting around. For now, let's move somewhere. Also, there is mouse support. In development. Most importantly, you can point at most things and get some bit of an explanation, some additional helpful data. Yeah, we're in a reasonably rough patch of terrain down here. Got some hills, got some towns. Then a bunch of open field down the middle, bit of swamp. Then some woods, some farms. And for the time being, the goal is just to meander. Drive about. Find and fight the enemy. Let's head right. Spend a bit of time reconning first. Yeah. 6 potential points of enemy. And there they are. And we go into a battle. You're on some hexagons. There's us. You are always in the middle. Always oriented up. And we have some unknown enemy units. Since we haven't had a chance to get a good look at them. We know there's something over there. 2 somethings? And a something back there. And we arrive at, so the core gameplay loop tactically is each turn we can tell each of our crew to do something. Right now everyone's just looking around, which is of limited use right at this moment. Most of our crew don't have great visibility, it turns out. Well, actually, hey, everyone's hatches were closed. Alright, so let's see what real visibility is. Yeah, if I open the commander's hatch and let him look around, now we can see everything. Close up the driver, though, and the gunner, I guess, doesn't have a hatch? Probably, yeah, since this is a tiny 3-person tank. Or layout-wise, so this is one person. The driver is sitting down here in the front, and then the commander and the gunner are standing up in the turret. Yeah, so these blue outlines here remind of how much spotting range each of them has. So the commander will be looking around, trying to identify what these targets are. Gunner will try to do what they can, but they just have their tiny scope for pointing the gun, so they won't be able to do much. And driver, whatever this is, we should probably close in on it. Get closer, try to get a better angle. So that's my actions. Spot, spot, and drive. Armored car, 3-ton truck. So the truck is what's back there, and so what, is the armored car also back there? Regardless, let's attempt to move. So pivoting is entirely reliable. Driving can meet with complications. That's our chance of successfully actually moving a hex versus the enemy. Like so. So you have move phase, where you spend your movement points, then spotting phase, well, firing phase, where you can, if you had prepared any of your weapons, have them take a shot at any known target. Or unknown target. We could fire at this, just kind of try to suppress it. Well, would be able to if we'd prepared any of our weapons. We have coaxial machine gun and our main cannon, which is in a turret. We can pivot this gun and aim at places. No one's operating it right now, though, so I'm gonna guess that explosive shells are going to be more useful to us most of the time. Until we see, like, another actual tank. Explosive is probably good enough. So, yeah, keep the gun forward, keep the hull forward. It's just a truck back there. It probably doesn't have anti-tank weapons with which to shoot us in the back. We'll find out. And this is a short barrel gun anyway, so it's high-speed projectiles aren't really its thing. Big projectiles are. Alright, so we successfully bounced a shot, nothing else happened. So yeah, let's carry on like this. You may as well have the machine gun ready in case we manage to close in and this might be a soft target, or partly a soft target. We can aim to suppress him a bit. Or maybe it's a Panzer I. Hey, buddy. Well, let's fight. Attempt to hold down. Well, we tried. Alright, so there's both the armored car and the Panzer I on this tile together. Rough them up a little. Got this nice, handsome visualization of our odds. Had nothing better to do. Alright, so we want to get the gun up, we want to get into cover, and then start shooting. Helpful. Okay, further element of the game is that we aren't traveling alone. We're assumed to be a squad. So there's a couple of invisible, friendly NPC units that are on our hex with us. They will launch supporting attacks against the enemy and sometimes take incoming fire on your behalf. Actually, you know what? Does that Panzer I even have a cannon? It could be a machine gunner. In which case, I would just want to pop it open. The truck is moving in on us. That truck's out for blood. The truck probably contains a squad of infantry. They might have an anti-tank weapon. We'll see. Yeah, leave the commander's hatch open for now. So let's pop that armored car. Okay, let's have absolutely no chance to pop that armored car because firing on any kind of move is not real yet. Alright, machine guns can threaten our tiny baby paper armor. Just a little bit. Oh, we're getting into a shooting match. Nice healthy coin flip. But also, that previous shot wasn't wasted because you do train your weapon on targets with repeated fire. Eventually, in the future, when you're driving less garbage tanks, a mechanic that was fully present in the first game is you're actually able to sustain multiple shots in a single round if your crew is like appropriately lined up and skilled for quick loading. Now, what did that shot do? Nothing. Okay, NPC squad mates are on the job here. Also, an important dynamic that exists side by side with that potential for rapid fire is you don't know if your shots did anything until after you've committed, after you've decided how much you're going to fire. You don't know how effective the fire was until the smoke clears, so it's up to you to decide if you think it's worth throwing all the ammo you got to be sure, or if you want to hold back. Alright, and there's a skirmish. Now we carry on driving. Three hostiles. Hopefully, this is a soft target. I'm thinking pivot, maybe back up if it's something dangerous, and then open up on it with the machine gun. Let's see what happens. Hi there, cannon. Hi there, anti-tank cannon. Alright, everything now has to be about dealing with this gun. 76, nothing. Those aren't going to appear for ages. This is 3 3/4% gun. It has an orientation though, and it probably, since this is a cannon and a gun crew just sitting on the ground, I could probably try to flank it. Yeah, let's plow into this rifle squad. Through this rifle squad. We're very fast now, I suppose. Then pop the turret around. It's a start. So the plan is try to drive over here and ambush this gun, and then deal with the rest of the situation from there. Alright, good job from the squad. 26% chance of getting absolutely ruined. Sometimes that's how your day ends. In the full campaign, you would then, depending on the rules you've selected, either perma-die if none of your crew successfully escape from the tank and make it home, or even if everyone is dead, just be allowed to go grab a fresh tank from supply and drive out the next day to do more fighting. Get fresh crew from recruits. Let's see what the Soviets have. T-26. Get with the 45 and the tiny bit of armor. BT-5. Very quick. And that same BT-6, well, a different BT7 variant. Hey, now we're talking. Look at this mistake. Now there's a tank. Yeah, we could be doing interwar light, or Chungus here. Crew of 5, that's so many actions per turn. 76 millimeters of gun. Yeah. And battleship. Time to go do infantry support. So, other mechanics that are sitting around in development waiting to be finished. Yeah, crewmen have, like, stats. They're able to level up. Well, will be able to level up. And ranks, get perks that you unlock to customize them. Suffer injuries, which could be, you know, quickly recovered from or more persistent. Make you think about putting them on the bench and substituting someone else in for a while. So we have commander, gunner, loader, radio, and driver. Let's see what they all can do. Figure I'll head for this hill. Yeah, let's try to snake our way to the other side of the map over mostly open ground. Alright, so what can everybody do at the moment? Yeah, spot, direct. Snap your hatch open so you can see everything. Gunner doesn't have a hatch. Gunner can spot, gun, or gun. Loader can spot, reload, or spot. Yeah, so having the loader here, who also has a hatch, so I can use them as a secondary spotter, or have them all sealed up and ready to start maintaining fire. Radio operator is just a backup spotter at the moment. Galiev is there. Galiev is doing his best. And the driver has a hatch that doesn't let them see anything. If I remember right, the driver's hatch on this thing is like wedged either between or directly in front of these little machine gun turrets. It's way in there. This might be one of the tanks where, like, an early build of it had a very real risk of just kind of crushing one of the crewmen's skulls if they tried to look out of their hatch at the wrong time while bits of the machine were moving. Anyway, let's move the machine. Over there. Truck and tank it. Go after the tankette, I guess? And we have 3 whole machine guns. Such power. Although, with that many guns and this many crew, it doesn't look like I can actually use all of my machine guns at once. Like, that's probably a matter of incomplete features. Like, from ARMCOM 1, the AA machine gun, that's up top on a mount, and the commander would be able to use that directly. And, like, the assistant driver or radioman, depending on who's sitting where, they'd be in a position to use one of these turrets. Stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like the gunner has the coaxial gun, and no one operates the turret or the anti-aircraft gun. We have all these extra guns that just work in progress. Tankette is very small. Tankette is difficult to hit. Alright, let's get comfortable and take a shot at it. We don't carry much ammo. 70 is a weirdly low number of shells for a tank this big to be hauling about. Guess we need room for all the machine guns. One can only hope that a Bob Semple would eventually end up in this. It's under development, who knows? I should have set the loader to reload to see if we can get speed fire going. Oh well, let's get started. This is target acquisition. Yeah, loader, load things. Supposing that verb has been implemented at this point. It may not. I didn't read through all of the patch notes before grabbing this build. Crew, come on. Somebody did it. And the truck escaped. Also, this control layout here makes a lot of sense for navigating a hex grid. That's the 6 directions. 3 on the left, 3 on the right. And it leaves W and X free so that you could fit something else there. And S. Alright, town fight. Town fight against many hostile contacts. What do we got? Driver, try to put us somewhere safe. Okay, danger is low. There's the one tankette which hasn't demonstrated an ability to pierce our armor. Thought of closing on those infantry. What about a gun? Leave the turret forward. We're going to pivot soon. Supposing these infantry have been successfully exploded. Back to driving, back to moving, back to machine gunning. Yeah, I could just apply gun from this range. The phrase rate of fire maintained has appeared somewhere, so the hooks might be available. Probably not fully implemented yet. Just let them know you're looking at them. They're being watched. They're being considered. Oh, hey there. Hey, that text. Cover has a directionality to it. So their hull is pointed that way, and they are hull down up. So we are flanking them. Not great odds, though. They are trying to escape. They're no longer in cover. Also, I should probably be shooting at the truck rather than the tankette. Yeah, actually, the tankette has re-established cover and is pointing at us now. The truck, though. That's easy prey. Good job, squad mate, collecting the easy prey. Just leaves this tank. So I'm going to try to get around what's protecting you. You've left cover and are facing south. Good a time as any to apply gun. Yeah, given the time and place and choice of options, Poland is going to be hard mode for this theater. At least in the game's current state. Maybe if a few more tools end up on display, they'll end up more feasible. There we go. There's the danger. 75mm field gun. What's up? Pointed due south. So I'm probably in your blind spot now? And something else with a cannon. Anti-tank gun. This was a decoy. This was a trap. Well, keep firing. Yeah, so that our number here, that's our squad mates, one of whom has now been exploded. And the gun has managed to point itself at us. Keep driving. I want to get behind this cannon. I want to get behind this cannon so I can turn around and point all the armor at the real cannon. Partial effect of 1 FP, whatever that is. Much better. And just, okay, yeah, we would have range to start firing back at the anti-tank gun with our gun now that we're in position-ish. Damn. Alright, now we fight. Alright, yeah, and the short gun is especially bad at fighting at distance. That's fine, we're gonna be up like 30% on our next shot. That's a good noise. Up 30% from negative, yes, percent. I guess we should drive up there. Terrain, please. Come on. Cooperate. There we go. There's rate of fire. Loader is helping. Probably. Maybe. Alright. The entire rest of the squad is dead. Damn. Alive, though. Can I use my artillery support? Yes. Okay, that's how you point in a direction from this tab. Okay, that's attempting to call non-existent air support. What about the artillery, though? What about the other thing, the number we do have? Recon for enemy strength. Maybe there's just a missing button here. There's not yet a verb for cannon. Birds only. Or air support does exist. Oh, no, we have air and not artillery this time. Alright. Just sort of assumed. We do have birds. Birds will help. Or hostiles. Well, there's danger. There's death. So just leave this here and end phase? And it crashed. Air support may not yet be implemented. Or implemented with difficulty. Oh, do you not feel like capturing now? There you are. And autosave. And crash. Okay. So we put it into some sort of bad situation. Intriguing. What vehicles do you have? Panzer 2A, Panzer 35, 38T, 3, the 3F, and that's it. take a look at you. With your 37 long gun. Full and coaxial machine guns. What's your crew look like? Commander, gunner, loader, driver, assistant driver. Drive you directly into a swamp. Driver has a hatch. Assistant driver has a hatch for spotting forward. Assistant driver operates coaxial machine gun. Well, operates whole machine gun. Gunner operates coaxial machine gun. We got rifles and a crash. Alright. Yeah. Development build. Work in progress. Gonna keep an eye on this, though. Could turn out quite interesting. Free under the old public license at armoredcommander.com.